This home that we're about to walk has an amazing view off the back of the home, and it is open concept everywhere. Stay tuned for a great walkthrough. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here. I'm a realtor in Central Texas, but you shouldn't always use me as a realtor. Today we're walking through the brand new Roosevelt model home with GFO Homes. This home is over 3,900 square feet with the structural upgrades that are shown in this model. It has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and even though this plan has been around for years, they recently updated it, and I'm excited to show you those changes. Now, this plan still has that curved staircase at the front entrance, and like usual, we're gonna walk out to the main living area because this is gonna be one of the biggest updates that they did in this plan. Now, we still have a kitchen with the island facing to the back of the home. You have a breakfast nook or dining in the back right here, and the update is gonna be right here in this living room where they now have it open to the second story. Previously, they had a slope in the ceiling, so it sloped to the left side. Instead of explaining it, I'll show you later on in the video the old model home, which I do have a full walkthrough on this channel, but you'll see the updates that they made make this plan feel so much more modern. And I love when builders listen to what buyers want and then change their plans accordingly. And I think the changes they made in here are fantastic. The other big change is going to be adding a media room option to the second floor, which is right above the kitchen where we have a game room, and then we see an open doorway that's going to lead to a media room. We'll also see that later on in the video. We're going to start here in the kitchen where they have an under cabinet vent hood. They did two-tone cabinets, so brown on the bottom, white on the top. They do have an electric stovetop here, but keep in mind GFO is mostly building in communities that do have gas. In this specific community, which is located in Georgetown, Texas, which is just outside of Austin, Texas, we don't have gas in the community, but if you do build from scratch, GFO is currently offering an option to put a propane tank buried in the yard to give you gas for cooking only. Getting back to the plan, I love this view from the kitchen island. Look at all those windows in the back wall. You can see the hillside in the distance, and I think this model home really captures the beauty that's here in West Georgetown. And if you stay towards the end of the video, I'll take my drone up in the air and I'll show you some lots that are for sale with GFO Homes in the top selling community in the Austin metro area, which is called Santa Rita Ranch. Getting back into the plan, this is gonna be a look at the pantry, which could be larger if you don't do the powder bathroom option that they're currently offering, which is shown in this model home. That door would go to a 2-car garage, and this is a good look at the utility room. Now, they did a fun floor tile here, which I think you can get away with in your utility rooms and powder bathrooms. And then behind us, we have access from the primary closet. So you don't have to take your laundry through your home to get to the laundry room. You can just go through that doorway. Now, I'll come back to that primary closet when we cover the primary bedroom and bathroom, but I want to stay here in the main living area because I think they hit this out of the park. Now, we're here in the breakfast nook area, and I'm calling this a breakfast nook because just left of that living room would usually be open and would be a dining room area, but they did a second study option that enclosed that into a room, put double doors in there. And I think that that's a great option because, as you can tell, even here in the breakfast nook area, it's all open. You have so much natural light coming in from the transom windows, as well as this sliding glass door. And I gotta tell you, it is so difficult to not get lost in imagination of just seeing yourself living here, taking a seat at this breakfast table where everything is so open. You got that beautiful view off your right shoulder. It is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm gonna head outside after I show you this living room. You're gonna get a good taste of that view, but I wanna first show you how much this living room has changed. First off, by doing the second study option, that wall in front of us allows for a couch to be put there instead of it being open to a dining room. So then you have a 3-cushion couch there, 3-cushion couch here, there's chairs right next to me, and everything is so open. And so you get an idea of how this plan has changed over time and how big of a difference it makes when walking these homes. This is the old model. Look at the ceiling height, the slope goes upward to the left, it cuts out the transom windows and makes things feel much smaller in this living room. Also, what makes a big difference are open railings. So that's the same look up into the game room above the kitchen. Notice the change in the new model. Open railings make such a big difference. And if you want that open concept feel, I think it's so important to put railings everywhere you can with the builder. Most of my clients do that when they build from scratch. And a lot of them also like putting in sliding glass doors. Now, sliding glass doors do definitely come with quite the price tag, but it can be well worth it if it adds a lot of glass, especially on your back wall when you have a view like this. Now, walking out to this back patio, it reminds me of why I love walking homes like this and showing it to you, because I want you to see what's possible in areas like this. Now, we are in a community called Crescent Bluff. It's located in Georgetown, Texas. And as you're seeing here, there is some topography in the western parts of Georgetown. I would say west of I-35 if you're looking at a map. And some of these communities in Georgetown back up to a hillside like this where it just looks so beautiful. And I have to say, my video does not do it justice. I think you really have to come out here and experience these views in person to really understand what's possible here in the Austin metro. Because I think when you do see these in person, I think you start to realize why so many people are moving to Austin and the surrounding suburbs around Austin. It's because of views like this. People want to be in communities that have greenery, that look beautiful, so that when they just walk around their home, they feel like they're experiencing the outdoors due to all the scenic views. And then when they're inside their home, it's so open concept and it feels so spacious. And I think so many people are looking for that combination, and that's why people continue to move to this Austin metro area. Now, getting back into the home, we are in the primary bedroom. I know it doesn't look the part, but we are waiting on some furniture because this is a brand new model home. But I think you can get a good idea of how this would be situated. Where those pictures are, that's where your bed frame would be. And then if you can imagine some curtains on this back wall and just opening up those curtains in the morning and catching that view right from your primary bedroom. Incredible. What I do think you'll get a good look at is how well GFO does their primary bathrooms. And that's what we'll see next. So in the primary bathroom, we do have a structural upgrade where normally on the left side here, you'd have a smaller walk-in shower, and then you would have an oval tub that has tiles surrounding it. Here they extended the primary shower where it's massive. They did a freestanding tub right outside of it. And then you have two sinks on this side. I like the design upgrades they chose here. They kept the cabinets and the countertop white and bright. They did a black floor tile that contrasts those cabinets and countertops. And then the backsplash behind this freestanding tub, they did this very cool pattern that goes all the way up to the ceiling. Now, this is a model home, so with most model homes with builders, they tend to go well above the average of what homeowners do for design and for structural. But if you ever need help walking through that, just reach out to me. My info's in the description of this video, and I can walk you through the differences between what GFO Homes is offering compared to other builders, because I have no bias. I've represented buyers now with 19 different builders just in the last 2 years, and I recently had somebody contract with GFO Homes, and so far the experience has been great. Now, that was a different floor plan. It's actually their largest floor plan they offer, called the Kennedy plan. I'll post a link for that at the end of this video so you can watch that home if you like what you're seeing here with GFO. It's a fantastic plan. I think with the structural upgrades that we chose, we're over 4,700 square feet. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. I just want to show you here in the closet. I like how they have this divided up by the mirror. So you have two sections kind of that closet, so you don't have to argue over space. It's already divided up for you. And then this is that same door that led to the utility room that we saw previously. Now, I did want to mention, if you were looking at GFO Homes back in 2021 or 2022, they're very limited with the options that they had because they're not a high volume builder. So when supply chain was ridiculous and there was a massive labor shortage, it was very difficult to allow buyers to build homes from scratch and pick all their options. And for that reason, GFO, like many builders, moved to inventory homes, meaning they pick the upgrades, they build the home, and then they sell it when it's under construction. The difference is now they're allowing a lot of to-be-built options, meaning they'll allow you to pick all your upgrades, and they're opening up in 2 to 3 new communities that I think are in great areas, one that you'll see towards the end of this video. Moving on, we are in the study. Currently, GFO for this floor plan is putting a study here, meaning they enclose the space and they put double doors to allow for some privacy going in. This space is an option. So this would normally be a flex area slash dining room. It would be more open, but there is an option to enclose it and do a second study here that would put double doors on it, allowing for privacy here as well. Now on this side, we do have a powder bathroom. I like the accent wall that they have in here. Keep in mind that powder bathroom is currently an option. It does take space away from the pantry. Now, if you felt like that pantry size was enough, which we saw earlier, I think it is a good idea to get a powder bathroom in here, because on this floor plan, we do have a second bedroom downstairs that has a full bathroom right outside of it. This is going to be that second bedroom. I like the windows that are off the front of the home here. Gives you a good amount of privacy too, because this is on the front of the home. The primary bedroom's in the back of the home, so you're private from each other. You do have a large walk-in closet inside this bedroom. And then keep in mind, if you don't do the powder bathroom, I don't think it's the end of the world. You still have a full bathroom that guests can use that is kind of off of the common areas of the home. It's more towards the front entrance. But I think if you do have somebody staying with you, maybe parents staying with you for a little while, it's good to get a full bathroom in here. Do the walk-in shower, which you're seeing here. By the way, it's a very cool accent wall that you're seeing from a design standpoint. And then that way you get a little bit more privacy where they can use this full bathroom and guests can use the powder bath. Now we're gonna head upstairs next. There is still a lot to see here. There is a very large game room, loft area. There's a media room right off of that game room, which is one of the newest options that they're offering in this Roosevelt plan. And then I love this spiral staircase that they have at the front entrance. And I love this because as soon as you walk in through the front door, and I've done this with buyers, everyone's eyes look upward because you can't help but look at the chandelier or anything that's there on the shelf. Perfect place for artwork. And so not only do your eyes go up when you enter the home, they also look right out to the backyard. So you can't see it in my video because my camera will continue to overexpose on the windows until I get a little bit closer. But I'll show you what I mean by the view that you can catch when you walk these homes in person. So first off, getting to the game room loft area, it is very large here. We got the media room, which we're gonna get to next on the right side, but I have to show you this view. Now here you're getting a good idea on how open this feels rather than the ceiling sloping upward into the top of this game room. It makes such a big difference like we were showing earlier. What also makes a difference is walking these homes in person. So that view is amazing, but keep in mind my camera continues to overexpose for these windows because there's so much natural light coming in. So when it lights up the interior, it whitewashes those windows. But as we'll see here in a second, the view that you're going to get through these transom windows, you get right when you get to the top of the stairwell. Even when you walk in through the front door, again, you can see right out through those sliding glass doors into the backyard and beyond. And that's what I want people to experience. And you just have to be here in person to get that full experience. Now moving on, we have 3 bedrooms here. So there's gonna be one bedroom that's private from the other 2, but I wanna show you the media room next. Now, similar to the primary bedroom, we don't have furniture in here yet. Well, except for that Avengers poster, which we see in front of us. When I first came in the media room, I thought to myself, the poster that they have in front of us, I thought that's the section that you would want a TV in, but I think the way they have it makes a lot of sense after I've walked through this now a couple times. And what I mean by that is they have electrical up on that wall to put a TV here. So that would allow you to put a very long couch along this wall. You could put even another couch on that side or do like a big L-shaped couch and just wrap both walls here. And that would give you a lot of seating that I think would all have a pretty good angle at the TV. And then you could keep that space open for artwork or like a big Avengers poster like you're seeing there. I'm excited to see this stage, so I will come back because I'm in these communities all the time and I'll take a video. So if you ever want to take a look at that stage, just let me know, reach out to me and I can send that over to you once they get the furniture delivered. Okay, moving on, we have a bedroom on this side. Like I mentioned, it's private from the other 2 bedrooms. So I like, as soon as you get to the top of the stairwell, you have this big game room loft area. You have the media room that's kind of private from everything else. And then you have bedrooms on either side. So you get a ton of space on the second story while still getting a lot of space on that first story. If you recall, we had 2 studies down there, 2 bedrooms, that huge living room area. So I think this is a really well thought out plan. And I think GFO is changing these plans over time to just become more and more optimal based around what buyers want. here's another example. So they currently are offering an option to put a full bathroom in this bedroom. So if you valued this bedroom to have an in-suite full bathroom, that would get you your 4th bathroom in the home, or technically there's 4.5 bathrooms total with the current upgrades that are shown in this model home. Now we're gonna head over to see the other 2 bedrooms that are split by a full bathroom. When you look out the windows in both of these bedrooms, they actually look out to the amenities that are here in the Crescent Bluff community. So you'll see a half basketball court, you'll see a pool, and they have a couple hangout areas that are there that all look out to this view similar to the model home that we're in. And this is a good look at it. And this is the type of amenities I love seeing in communities. And this is why I love featuring areas like this that have beauty, but also have things to do right in the heart of your community. Now, while we go through the rest of the home, I did want to clarify something I said at the beginning of the video, which is you shouldn't always use me as a realtor. And I say that in a lot of my videos because when people reach out to me, I'm very upfront and honest with them on who I think is best to work with them through their home search process. So sometimes that best realtor is me. I've represented buyers with 19 different builders, like I mentioned before. Just in the last 2 years, I've done around 50 to 70 builds just in the last like 3.5 years. So I have a lot of experience around new homes and new construction, but that doesn't mean I'm the best realtor for everyone's criteria. Sometimes there's a certain price point, certain square footage of home, or a certain area around Austin or even different cities in Texas, where if that's your criteria and that's your area of interest, it makes a lot more sense to work with one of my realtor partners. And that's what I've been able to establish over the last couple of years, is doing a good amount of business with other realtors in other areas that I'm not specialized in and connecting people with those realtors. So that if you do reach out to me, if I can't help you because I think there's somebody else that's better for you, then I'll happily connect you with that better realtor so you can get the best advice possible in your home search. To kind of give you an example of that, I had somebody reach out to me this past weekend that had a build on your own lot. So they owned a lot that was within Austin city limits or right around Austin. And I haven't done build on your own lot in Austin, but I had a realtor who actually built on their own lot for their family, and they're in the process of doing that. And they've done quotes with custom home builders and other production builders that have a build on your own lot program. So I just connected that individual with my realtor partner, and now they're well on their way to figuring out what their best options are. So reach out to me. My info is in the description of this video. And before I let you go, you have to see this. Now we're looking at around 40 lots that just became available for GFO to build on in a community called Santa Rita Ranch. This is located in Liberty Hill, Texas. And what I love about this community, which is the top selling community in Austin, is it's very eventful, very lively. They have tons of things to do inside the community that get people out and about in the neighborhood, meeting each other and really getting that community feel. And they have 2 amenity centers already in Santa Rita Ranch. They have a 3rd one under construction. And then I was just talking to the builder agent with GFO Homes for this section, which is called Saddleback. She was mentioning that there is a 4th amenity center planned for this Saddleback section that does have lots available for sale. Now, there's no official timeline on it. She mentioned as a ballpark, it could start in 2024, but don't quote me on that. They're right now in the very beginning stages of just getting things started in this Saddleback section. Now, keep in mind, you can build that Roosevelt plan that we just saw in this community, but there are also many other communities that you can build in with GFO. So do reach out to me if you are interested in homes like this. And then I do want to hear from you in the comments. What was your favorite part of the home that we just walked? My favorite part had to be that view and the sliding glass doors and the transit windows in that living room that all looked out to that view. Now, if you can't get enough of these walkthroughs and you want to see the largest floor plan that GFO Homes builds in the Austin Metro, which my client just contracted on a couple weeks ago, click on the thumbnail that's appeared on your screen. It's the Kennedy plan, and wait until you see that main living area and how well that plan opens up. As always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.